Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Blazekiller, and today we are back with yet another video. In today's video, I am going to be showing you guys 6 hidden locations that you don't know about. 6 locations that you possibly, if not probably, didn't know about or don't know about, and how to actually get to those locations. Now, this first one I talked about a month ago, maybe in a video, but I'll show you guys a little bit more about this specific location. This is the Underground Cove, or also, surrounding it is also the Volcano Cavern and the Volcano Trail, or the Lava Trail, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot to actually uncover here. It's a very mysterious location that many people actually don't ever care to explore. Now, it's going to take you up to the volcano, and just as a preface for all of these hidden locations, these secret locations, don't bring an axe with you. These are locations which you might actually die trying to get to, because they're so difficult to obtain, or to get to sometimes. Okay, so here we are. Here is this little lava trail, the beginning of it at least, down here. And let me turn down my volume. But you can go down that location. Let's actually do that right now. Let's go down here a little bit, if I can actually avoid these boulders here. And you can see you're not going to make it very far because you're going to take damage. But as long as I can walk down here, I'll explain what I can. So pretty much this is going to lead you to the green box. This is an obby of sorts, or a parkour, in which you're going to need the help of many friends and many hands to help, really many helping hands. You might say, oh, this doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, but you're going to need some long planks to actually navigate here. So you're going to need a long plank there, and pretty much it's going to lead you to, I can't zoom out, there we go, I can zoom out a little bit. You're going to keep navigating around that turn, around that bend, and with the help of friends, with many trips, you're going to actually eventually get to the green box, though there is another way to get to the green box. There's actually no way of getting to the underground grove with that method, but there is with the method I'll be showing you guys right now. So this is how to get to the Volcano Cavern, the Lava Trail, the Green Box, Underground Grove, and whatnot. So grab your truck and make your way back up to the volcano, and I'll explain how to do this next. If I haven't done so already, I'll put some pictures on the screen of what the actual lava cavern looks like, some of the pictures of the underground grove that I'm going to be showing you guys how to navigate, how to actually get to in the first place. But they pretty much encircle the volcano itself. They serve as a network of different tunnels that go around the volcano and go down even further than I am right now. There's a couple ways to actually get to the underground grove and likewise to the green box, but I'm going to show you guys probably the safest method right now. So do your best to avoid these boulders and navigate your car in a position like so. You're going to need a blueprint for this. Hopefully you have at least one type of blueprint in your inventory. Get out of your car, get that blueprint of your choice, and you're going to rotate your car with the blueprint touching the car to your left. Okay, you're going to glitch through here. Now the underground grove is going to be pretty much up here. Another method I'll show you guys in a second, actually, how to get there. But the green box, before I die, jump down here. And go into this corner, jump down into it, and you have the green box as so. It should say your success has been noted if you haven't obtained the green box in that specific server. But here we have evidence and remnants of this maze that I was referring to earlier, this volcano cavern. I'll show you guys how to actually get to the underground grove next. There have been a variety of methods over the years of glitching into the underground grove to obtain the green box. A lot of them involve clipping, which can only be done, to my knowledge, on the PC version of this game. But these methods that I'm showing you guys right now work for all versions: PlayStation, console, or I guess console, Xbox, and PlayStation, and as well as the PC version of this game. You have one person who is likewise trying to get up here. Okay, so you navigate your car right next to the boulder cave, which is right where the boulders come out of. Okay, as so. Get out of your car, do the same thing, get your blueprint, whatever you wish for that to be. This time you're going to rotate your car to the right, where this wall is. That was the wrong direction. Let me try that again. There we go. And now we are in the underground grove. That wasn't the smoothest thing there, especially since there was someone blocking our way a little bit. But here we have the underground grove, which is right here. So just to give you guys some perspective, I'm going to take you guys to the left just briefly. This is where we were, where we just glitched before. Essentially, we glitched right here. We dropped down onto this location here, and the green box was right pretty much in that crevice here. Here is the lava trail, and on top of where I am is the way to get to the underground grove. The underground grove is a ring of grass which consists of oak and birch wood. Also can spawn here are spook and sinister trees, but really there's no way of actually obtaining those, or bringing those back, I should say. So there's really no reason to go down here to look for those in the first place. Up here is a dead end, don't need to worry about that. But here's the underground grove, here is the lava cavern, here is the lava trail, and the green box. Let's move on to our second hidden and secret location that you didn't know about. Our second hidden and secret location you didn't know about previously is going to take us into the taiga biome over here, into the snowy biome. Now it looks like I can actually navigate this without the use of TNT, but say the boulders were blocking the way completely. Of course, you guys know how to do this by now. Grab yourself a TNT from Bob's shack, place it essentially near the middle of where these boulders are, detonate it, and run, and that will clear the path of the boulders so that you can drive through there. With that said, let's move on to where we need to go for this one. This one you're going to go up normally how you would get to Icewood and Frostwood, but you're going to take a little separate detour. So follow me along that journey. Alright, now that we are up here at the entrance to the Frostwood, there's a couple of things you can do from here. If you so desire to walk this path, you can do so, or you can drive along it. I'm going to drive very carefully and slowly along it. That was a good time to mention, if you haven't already started this tutorial, if you want to bring a work light, I'll show you guys why you need a work light in a second, or you could desire to have a work light in a second. It'll make seeing this next Easter egg, this next hidden feature, secret location, easier to actually see. So follow along where I currently am, and we're going to be making our way up to the Frostwood as normal, but we're going to be taking a detour on the way there. So we are currently located right at the entrance of the Frostwood, and if you can see here in the corner of my screen something strange, this is actually an entrance to a secret feature in the game. It's going to be very dark in here, I apologize. Again, bring a work light if you so desire, but you can see it relatively decently with that one, so you don't need to worry about that if you haven't already got one. This is called the Ruined Lighthouse, or the Ruined Lighthouse Cave is really, I suppose, non-official name for this, but it's a decent sized cave system. This was added on May 13, 2018, along with the Frostwood in the Taiga Peaks and the Taiga Peak Cave, I guess is the official name for this here. But we have a ruined lighthouse. I'll put a picture on the screen that is illuminated. This is an exact one-to-one replica, or at least in picture, of Defaultio's Marshall Point Lighthouse, which is merely hinted at to be an Easter egg, pretty much, to Defaultio's other creation. Now, not much is known about this, except that it's probably also a hint to boats. Right, the boat shop and boats being in this game is a huge thing that Defaultio has teased us with for the longest time. Think of the guy in the maze, Gek, who says my boat shop is around here somewhere. But again, lighthouse, boats, it could be a hint that the boats are coming. Could just be Defaultio continuing to troll us. But in any case, that is our second secret feature that you didn't know about. Let's talk about our third. Our third location that you didn't know about is going to take us to the bridge over here. This is the location of the Ticktatwert Memorial, or the river tunnel, or pretty much where to get the snow glow wood currently. Now, this is a difficult process. Just to warn you in advance, this might take a few tries for you, but essentially what you're going to be doing is driving straight into this river. I'm not joking. As you can see, I successfully got to this first sand island. This is what we're going to be calling these little outcrops of sand here. Now, essentially, it is a waiting game. As you can see, I took another attempt at it with a different car because I lost. I died pretty much. I drowned the first time. I would possibly recommend you to take a truck instead of the car, as it has more mass and might help you stabilize quicker when falling off of that cliff and help you to not lose so much time. Because time is the key to this, because obviously you take a lot of damage very quickly underwater. But this is the only method, to my knowledge, that you can actually get here, well, with the exception of one method I'll explain to you guys a little later. It's also a waiting game, pretty much. A waiting game for your health to regenerate until you get to the next sand islands. I would advise you to wait for your health to be completely regenerated until you go to the next sand island. Now that our health is completely regenerated, let's go to the next one. Follow where I am going. And you can see here is our next island. It's not as risky as the first one was. You can see I have much more health than I did the previous one. But I'll put a picture on the screen right now, if I haven't done so already, of what this actual sand island tunnel system looks like. Now I'm going to make my way to this next sand island. It's not too far away, so you don't have to wait for your health to be completely regenerated for this one. But for this next one, I certainly advise you to do so, because it's going to be another long stretch. Now that my health is regenerated, let's go to our next sand island. We're going to be going into this little crevice here. And making our way all the way here. And now here we are. To wait for my health to regenerate and to give you guys something to actually listen to while I'm waiting for that to happen. Some history on this. Now, this maze system was here since the beginning of the game, but until 2018, this was not actually added, these sand islands, nor this wood. If you remember back to the 2017 Winter Games event in Lumber Tycoon, there was snow glow wood, but when that event concluded, the snow glow wood was essentially moved to here following the passing of one of Defaultio's, well, really one of Lumber Tycoon players and enthusiasts due to medical complications. So this is a memorial that Defaultio created for that person who's known as Ticktatwert. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. There is another method of actually obtaining access to this location, which is through the swamp. You're going to blow up the swamp rock, the one under which used to be located a block of pink wood, blow it up with TNT, and it actually does provide you access to where we currently are. I believe it's like a straight shot down or something like that. Now that my health is regenerated, let's take the last stretch until we get here. So, as you can notice, there's going to be 14 different cylindrical podiums around here of different sizes. There's not much known about, or really anything known about what those are. And of course, we have the snow glow wood, which is here. And obviously, the most important thing is the memorial for Ticktatwert right here. Now, there's really no easy, feasible method of bringing back the snow glow wood. It's not really supposed to be obtainable in the first place. I'm sure it's just meant to be a nice touch and a nice remembrance for this Lumber Tycoon enthusiast who passed, but there potentially could be one. I've seen some people use long planks to actually get down to the first sand island, and then from there you can walk your snow glow wood, assuming you brought an axe, chopped it up, got all the way back to the first sand island using the same strategy, pretty much just the same journey in reverse. And then from there you could carry the snow glow wood back up your long plank to the actual land. It's a very difficult process. Try to find some tutorials if you're actually curious on how to obtain this wood. But in any case, I taught you guys how to obtain this access to this third location that you didn't know about. Let's touch on number 4 now. The fourth secret location that you didn't previously know about, potentially, is the Lone Cave. Not to be confused with the Lost Cave, which I'll explain to you guys after this one. To obtain access to the Lone Cave, you're going to need an eye. Now, you guys may have seen this before, but if you haven't, you're going to obtain an eye, which is not currently accessible in the game, but is only done so through the trading of players. You're going to unbox it. You're going to face the eyeball into this little hole, really facing the character of Serenok, and you're going to say it's a deal. Alright, so essentially this is the Lone Cave right here. Now, a lot of pieces of advice I could give to you. Make sure you bring a work light if you want to see better, or you can just use your car lights to navigate. That is completely fine as well. What's some more advice I could give you? Oh yeah, make sure if you actually do want to go down here, I made a whole video about this, so go watch that if you do want to learn more about this. Make sure you pay the toll multiple times over, because it's going to go back up after 3 minutes, I believe. If you don't, that's not really enough time to harvest the end times tree or the phantom tree and bring it back. Don't try to bring up the entire tree back. Make sure you just try to bring, some of the larger pieces. And what other pieces of advice can I give you? There's also a little teleporter through which you can throw the wood, or into which you can throw the wood. That's actually going to lead you to the safari biome. So, say the bridge went up, and you didn't have time to actually go back up and retrieve the wood and bring the wood back up in this same fashion. You can throw the wood through this little teleporter over here. And you can also go through the teleporter yourself, and it's going to lead you to the safari biome. So say you don't want to have to restart your character or jump into the void, both of which will cause you to lose your axes. You can jump through here. Also, you're going to need the end times axe to be able to chop this wood in the first place. There's a lot more tips I could give you, but really I made a whole video about this, so go watch that if you're actually curious. So that's the abyss, that's the end times biome, the lone cave, the void, whatever you want to call it. And that was our 4th secret location that you didn't previously know about. Let's go and hop to the number 5 spot. This 5th secret location that you didn't previously know about is going to take us towards the taiga biome, potentially crossing the taiga biome. I'll explain that in just 1 second. Go grab yourself a work light if you so desire. But this is going to be the Lost Cave. I said not to confuse the Lone Cave with the Lost Cave. The Lost Cave is an underground network of caverns that is next to the taiga biome here. And essentially, you're going to get yourself a long plank, or you can use, a branch of a tree, if it is long enough as so, to get on to where I currently am. You can see where I am as so. There are 2 ways, to my knowledge, of getting in here. I'll show you guys the longer method before I show you guys the shorter method. But this was added in 2017, likely as a kind of a prelude to the 2017 Halloween event. Here's my long plank. It might not be long enough, hopefully it is, but this is going to get us to our next level, which is going to be where the entrance is to this lost cave. Alright, now that we are up here, you grab your TNT or dynamite, which you hopefully also brought up here, and you're going to blow up this rock right here. This rock is going to open up the entrance to the actual lost cave itself. So we're going to detonate this and then watch what happens. Maybe you can hide behind this rock just in case you don't get blown off the edge, but it's going to cause this rock to disappear, similar to how it causes the boulders to disappear. And this is going to lead you to the entrance to the lost cave. It's very, very dark in here, so I'm actually not going to go in as it is. You can make sure to bring yourself a work light if you so desire to explore this place even further, but I will put some pictures on the screen of what this looks like inside. Essentially, the purpose of obtaining access to this is going to be to buy the easy building feature from this strange man for 10,009,000 in-game money. This is going to allow you to fill any 1x1x1, that is a 1 cubit of blueprint with or any blueprint, sorry, of any size, any blueprint requirement with a 1x1x1 cubic piece of a refined or sawmilled piece of wood. So rather, in other words, having to fulfill the blueprint requirement for that blueprint, you only need a tiny piece of wood to fill it up all the way. That should save you a ton of time. There's also some other features in there, like a skeleton. It doesn't really serve a purpose. But yeah, it's cool to explore. It's a dark cavern. I've made some videos on actually how to obtain that if you are curious to explore that even further. But another way of accessing this, and a more direct way of accessing the actual strange man and just the cave in general, is using this method right here. Another utilization of this blueprint glitch with the car. So get your car, go up to here. If this was blocked off by boulders, again, blow it up as you saw I did earlier in the video. You're going to get yourself a blueprint. Let's use the tiny floor like I normally like to do. You're going to drive up to this little corner here. Go 1 full car length back. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be like that. And then similar to how we did in the past, you're going to rotate yourself. But this time you're going to try to rotate yourself, underground. Or this again. There we go. There we go. So as you can see, I included a video of a previous video of mine that I made. It takes a couple tries. It takes potentially a little while. I included that just to save myself some time. So that is how to obtain access, a couple of ways, to the Lost Cave, which is the 5th location, secret location that you didn't previously know about. Now, let's move on to the 6th and final hidden location that you previously or possibly didn't know about. Alright guys, for the 6th and final hidden location, secret location that you didn't previously know about, it's going to take us up to the volcano. Now, to obtain this, you are going to need a couple things. Now, I spent a long time, probably hours, preparing for this, and unfortunately I couldn't get it to work just because of a glitchy server, but I made a video previously about this. I'll put some clips on the screen when the time comes for that, just to show you guys what you need. But essentially you're going to need a big gift, or 2 big gifts. Now when you open the big gifts, it gives you a numbered cube. Now there are 26 different numbers displayed, or 26 potential numbers that could be displayed on this cube, numbers 1 through 26. And you're going to look for number 12 and 13. Now when you obtain those, you're going to open the number 12 box 21 times and the number 13 box 22 times, and that should give you the correct boxes for this. Essentially why this is so specific is you are making the eyes of Defaultio, like the real life Defaultio, and those 2 eyes are actually going to unlock this 3rd location. Now you see where I am here at the entrance of the volcano. You're going to look to your right and jump into this little ravine right here. Now where we're going to be entering is the Cavern of the Sight, where is located the Squidward painting, or the bold and brash painting. Now I also advise you to bring a work light. Unfortunately I can't carry 2 things at once, but I see here one of my boxes here. Essentially there's going to be a boulder, like a wall right here, that you're going to need to blow up. Someone already did it apparently, but you're essentially going to place this dynamite right in front of this wall that would be right here where this opening is, and blow it up. Once you do so, you're going to enter into the Cavern of the Sight. This place is called the Rock Bridge Cave because the rock that can form a bridge to the swamp biome is right here. So this is the Rock Bridge Cave, and here is the entrance to the Cavern of the Sight. It looks very, mysterious, right? You're going to place your box number 12 in the left one, and box number 13 in the right one at the same exact time. I'll put a clip on the screen.
Look, there's new music. I'm gonna turn my volume really quick. Hopefully you guys can hear the volume. Hopefully the volume is not like blasting. Oh my gosh.
So you can see upon doing that, this door will open. And once this door will open, you can walk into the Cavern of the Sight, where is located the bold and brash painting, which you can simply just take back to your base from there. I'll put a clip, pictures on the screen maybe as well of that. Now this bold and brash painting is pretty interesting. I've always wondered how Defaultio got the rights to actually include this in the game in the first place, but it has an option to actually play something, and when you play it, it pretty much says like bold and brash in a Squidward tentacle voice. I'll put a clip of that.
Bold and brash.
So you can activate that using, just you selecting it. You can also activate it via wire, via electricity here in this game. But without further ado, those are 6 locations, 6 hidden locations that you didn't previously know about. We have the Lighthouse, we have the Ticktatwert Cave Memorial, we have the Lost Cave, the Lone Cave, the Shrine of Sight, and of course the Green Box, which I believe is what we started with, right? So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it's taught you some secrets and hidden locations. Maybe you didn't know about some of these. Maybe you knew about all of these. Leave in the comments below what you already knew about, what you learned from this video. Try to go to some of these locations on your own. Now you have a tutorial on how to actually obtain access to these locations. So go try this out for yourself. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn post notifications on so that you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in next week's video. Peace out.